It's all in the detail. Hello, welcome to the channel. So I've been getting sick and tired of the films that have been coming out recently, particularly from Hollywood. So I was like, has anyone got any recommendations? One of my subscribers, Portia, shout out to you. She recommended this film to me, The Invisible Guest. It was released in 2016 and it's a fantastic movie. So the film stars Mario Casas, who's slowly becoming one of my favorite actors. Between his work in The Paramedic and The Occupant, I'm really enjoying the roles that he's taken on. Here he plays the role of Adrian, who's a successful entrepreneur who's been accused of murdering his lover, and he's been informed that there's a new witness in the case. So his lawyer hires an expert in witness protection, in which they've got 3 hours to come up with a credible defense. I need to go back and watch some of his other movies. So I love the music from the opening credit sequence. It's suspenseful. It's got the heavy pianos. You hear sirens in the background. It just gives you that feeling that something's about to happen. You're about to go on a journey. And the cinematography went hand in hand with that. It was bleak. It was dark. It was muted tones. It was shot beautifully. The story is primarily told through a series of flashbacks, but it's from Mario's perspective. So you always have that underlying feeling of how reliable is this narrative? Is this true? You never really know what to believe. And this really comes into play the deeper you get into it. I don't really want to spoil the movie for those of you that haven't watched it, so I'm not going to say much else plot-wise. Outside of it being your typical murder mystery thriller, it took an interesting look at morality and looked at things from multiple perspectives. It makes you question what would you do in those moments. There's no clear-cut good and bad guy here. And I love those sort of movies that leave it up to you to decide where you fall on that line. There's a small moment where something happened which leads him to regret decisions that he's made, and he's like, what if I wouldn't have done this? Would this have happened? And I love that, because I'm sure we've all had those moments where you think, if I would have done up my zip, would I have lost my wallet? If I didn't take that last drink, I wouldn't have thrown up all over my wife. So there's a lot of things that are completely relatable in this movie. One criticism I did have is that you never really get to know the truth, because it's being told from one person's perspective. You're not really sure whether that is the truth or not. It's left open to interpretation. And also towards the end, the last 10-15 minutes of the movie, there's lots of twists happening all at the same time that you almost get a bit confused. Like, did this happen? Did that happen? Is this the truth? It does get slightly confusing, and it does get a bit convoluted in the point that you're thinking, really? This is a good twist. But at the same time, there's many things that happen that you think that's slightly unrealistic. But nonetheless, it is a big twist, which will leave you shocked. I kind of guessed something was up, but I didn't think it was that. Put it like that. The acting was superb throughout. You really got a sense of desperation by the actors, and it really drew you into the story. Even if they didn't have a massive role, they were still interested, they still intrigued me. Overall, this was a brilliant movie, and it does make you wonder why Netflix doesn't promote foreign language films more. There's so much quality out there, but they seem to be focused on pushing the big Hollywood movies, the same tried and tested formulas that I'm just really getting tired of. I'm having to get recommendations through other people to find these movies. I don't understand why they're not promoting more. You have films like The Second, which was a horrible movie, getting to #1 here in the UK when there's so much better out there. This was brilliant. This was suspenseful, gripping and exciting from start to finish. The less I say about it, the more you will enjoy it. 4 stars. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and watch some of my other videos.